What's up, guys? So today we're reacting to Violet Evergarden, the movie. So usually I react to things that are like 30 minutes long, but this one is 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like, I feel like I'm watching Dune. But yeah, I don't know where exactly this takes place. I know it takes place after the 13 episodes, but the last movie we watched, it was like present day, then like 4 years later, or like a year later, then 4 years later. It was somewhere in the future. So I don't know if we're going back. I don't know if we're staying in the future, but freak it. Without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure for the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay. Thank you, studio. Volume's on, right? Yeah. This intro always messes me up. Look, the frame rate is smooth animation. What is happening?
It was so sudden.
If she wasn't feeling well, then she should have just called and told us.
She probably thought you were too busy to deal with it, so she didn't say anything to you.
Do you blame me for this?
Don't say that, even if it's true.
I think that Grandma must have wanted to see you more. She really loved you, Mom.
Are we following the one that Violet wrote the letter to, like, for 50 years?
Letters?
That's the only one I can think of.
Grandma received them from your great-grandma after she passed away.
Yes.
She received letters from someone who was already dead? A doll? What do you mean? Are there dolls who can write letters?
Gosh, how much in the future is this? Is that job just not, I wouldn't say important, but
Turned into a thing of the past.
okay,
In fact,
yeah.
that job probably doesn't exist anymore today.
Dang.
It used to be that when someone wanted to write a special letter or write something that was hard to say, they'd ask a doll to do it. I think it's time to go back now. Our patients are waiting for us.
What are you, a doctor?
I wouldn't feel right leaving her.
Daisy.
Why don't you just leave, Mom? You always put your job first before your family. This time shouldn't be any different.
I feel like that's very common with nurses in these shows.
Daisy, we'll be back after work. We can spend the rest of the day here.
I wonder if, because the mom's always working, the granddaughter had to spend a lot of time with the grandma. So they became a lot closer because of it.
Grandma, I said something mean to Mom again today. Even though I know that she has a hard job, I still said it.
Yeah. Kind of a hard thing, right? You want to provide for your family, but you also have to balance out the time with the family.
Anne, happy 8th birthday.
There might be many sad things happening.
Oh, don't get me started with this episode. Don't slap me in the face this early. You know that these creators are like, hey, you know this episode that made tons of people cry? Let's just expand on it. Let's throw in the playwriter too.
You're a young
You know what?
lady
It's okay.
now.
I've prepared for this.
Have you
I've
fallen
watched
in
that
love?
episode.
I might not be able to help you with that.
Okay.
I can't believe it. She received a letter like this.
For
Every
50
year on
years.
her birthday? To have done all of this? She must have been so worried.
I understand. I was in the same boat.
A newspaper article from then. Who is
Oh,
this person?
the greatest. Is she a ghost now? What the heck was this? Not this all over again. This is just like the first episode.
She wrote a love letter for a princess once.
She did? Fantastic.
And she also wrote the lyrics for an opera that was performed by a popular singer.
Don't get me started on that one, too.
Apparently, she even wrote the script for a play for a famous playwright.
Gosh, I just got the chills right now. Gosh dang it. Stupid playwright.
But she ended up quitting when she turned 18.
Why? Then that would mean
Hey, you. Say hello.
the last time we saw...
You fool.
Freak,
You
I
can't
don't even know how to
treat
say
a
it.
child like that.
Look,
The last movie was
She
like
isn't a child,
one of her last
Neil.
days
she's just a
as a
weapon.
doll.
Violet. I have a feeling you're going to grow into it when you're older.
Violet Evergarden.
Yes?
Come forward.
All these guys know that she could take them out within a second. What is
This
that?
young lady was chosen to be the writer of this year's Hymn to the Sea. Now, as tradition goes, she will present the hymn to this year's Goddess of the Sea.
Gotta love the music. Like, they didn't have to go that hard. But they do.
I'm impressed, Violet. The hymn to the sea was wonderful. You did a great job.
Hello,
Yes, she's
Catalea.
right.
Catalea. Catalea. Why did I say Catalea? I was distracted.
The sea is endless. It's home to all kinds of aquatic organisms.
I know, it's scary.
Abundant and beautiful.
Scary.
However, it doesn't have any achievements.
It has killed a lot of people. That's an achievement.
Right. Well,
I'll be the one to write it next year then.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, Iris.
You can't write the hymn to the sea
Where's Erica?
unless you're actually selected.
Did Erica finally become a novelist?
Violet Evergarden.
Uh-oh. He's a war...
Mayor.
Oh, mayor.
The mayor's wife. Come, say hello.
Yeah, I do that curtsy. I am Violet Evergarden.
If it is your wish, I will travel anywhere to meet your request.
Like clockwork.
I remember back when you wrote those public love letters. And the oath that King Damien of the Kingdom of Flugel made once they came out.
Although you have just described me as being beautiful, there is actually no correlation between the words I write and myself.
Oh, Violet.
Please don't be offended.
In other words, I'm giving you...
Even the guy in the back just dumbfounded.
But before that, you were a soldier. One who saved the entire
Pretty good
country
one.
of Leidenschaftlich.
Ooh, nice transition.
It was saved by the countless soldiers who fought to save it. However, that war claimed the lives of many as well. I aided in that. I don't think that I am a person who deserves to be praised.
That's a very mature. I don't know if that's the word, but it's a very good way. Is it even a good? It's a very nice way to think about it.
Do you guys want to eat something?
I could
Very
go for
honorable.
yakisoba.
You should eat
Break
something
my
else
life.
occasionally.
How about takoyaki?
Okay.
Everyone eats takoyaki for some reason. We're gonna find another brooch. Freak yeah! Look at that rose one right there.
Violet.
Is it finally Erica? Hey.
It's really good to see you.
Are you used to working as the playwright's assistant?
Okay, playwright's assistant.
Same playwright that Violet scribed for, right?
He writes and rewrites things every day.
It's a bit hard trying to keep up with all the typing. But
Well, at least
I'm
he's back
learning a lot.
back at it.
Wait a minute, did you write the script for it? Yeah. It'll
Heck
be at
yeah.
the community center. It's just a small play, but
This is a good step towards her being an author.
When you wish hard enough, it seems your wishes really do come true.
Some wishes don't come true no matter how much you want them to.
Oh, Hodgins, you just set yourself up. Oh gosh,
I'll excuse myself now too.
it's okay.
I still have a lot of work to get done before the day is over.
Like what?
Why don't you take the day off?
Thank you. But I've created a strict work schedule for myself. I don't want to ruin it.
Someone read Atomic Habits. Goodness gracious. Who are you typing for? Is it messing up? You gotta lube it?
Major.
Kinda like what the sisters did in the last movie. And raise. Goodness gracious.
Dearest Major Gilbert, I wanted to tell you that I had another vivid memory about you today. No matter what I see, and no matter what I do, it seems all my memories are connected to you in some way.
Yeah, we never really gotten anything from before she got captured.
I had never heard those words before, but you gave them to me. I love you, but I want more than anything is for my wish to come true.
Ah, yes, the new bike. Thank you. That was annoying.
Hello, this is the CH Postal Company. This is Iris Canary. Can I help you? Oh,
Canary?
Yes, she's here. Unfortunately, the doll you're requesting is completely booked up for the next 3 months.
3
Would you like to reserve me
months?
instead? Oh, yes, I see.
Poor Iris. It's
I'll make a
either
reservation for you 3 months from today, then.
she would rather wait 3 months.
Yes.
Why are you upset? You have plenty of reservations too, right?
Not as many as you, Catalea.
Yeah, Calais, how much are you
We'll
booked?
never move up past being in 3rd place here.
I don't think you have any chance. I'm sorry.
I actually started playing tennis recently. I was looking for someone to play with me.
Violet?
You see that horrible device right there?
Yeah.
People will stop sending letters soon because of it.
And at least she's aware.
They'll finish building that radio tower any day now. When they do, everyone is going to get a telephone.
Oh, I mean, first they gotta afford it. Then yes.
Violet, are you going to go to the party as well?
I'm not. I can't go.
You better not try to make me bring my rival to the party.
Yes, I don't want you to make her do that.
Violet's aware.
Good for her. It's unusual, but I'm glad she's going out.
Yeah, what is Violet doing?
I have to admit, it's pretty nice having her around because it helps get me attention from girls.
Don't use Violet to further your own dirty motives. What's wrong?
He's technically not. But he's not using it.
You're so overprotective.
Yeah, it's kind of like Dad. Look at the greenery. If this wasn't a cemetery, I would love to live over here.
So you're the one leaving flowers every month on the anniversary of my mother's death.
Oh, it's a mom.
I'm
Okay.
very sorry.
I figured because the
but I thought
Gilbert's is at his place.
Might be coming then. Have I troubled you?
No.
Okay. You're a little nicer.
You didn't have to come all the way here, you know. It's your day off today. How many years have gone by since the end of the war? You understand, right?
I'm guessing 6. Wait, no. 4. 5.
Just forget about Gilbert.
No, I can't. I won't forget him.
Yeah, you can't just forget someone.
As long as I'm alive.
Hey, Dietfried, I think you finally found someone that loves your brother more than you do. So, at least be happy about that.
Violet.
No, that isn't a violet. That one's called a pansy.
What? Like, I had a feeling like, okay, for sure that was Gilbert. Let's just throw that out there. But there's a part of me that was like, yeah, he could still be alive because they never saw his body. They never found his body. But I would have thought he would have been in the old enemy territory, not in a freaking island in the middle of nowhere. How the freak is she supposed to find him?
My ribbon.
That Dietfried? Gosh, just non-stop.
CH Postal.
Can I speak to a doll? I have
Gregory?
From the sound of your voice, it seems like you are quite young.
Yeah.
What does age have to do with writing letters?
Because you have to pay for it. Are they at a hospital? Oh, they're at a hospital. Is this kid about to die? Ah, some begonias. Begonia's a flower, right?
Wow. You really did come. You look pretty young. You sure you can handle this?
Let me just show you my resume. Eurus?
You have to hide.
She's like on the ceiling, just Spider-Man.
Eurus, was someone just here?
So, how are you feeling?
Would you stop asking me the same thing every day?
Brother! Will you read me my storybook?
I don't read storybooks. It's so stupid.
It is not stupid. Okay, I get you could be mad at your parents for some whatever reason, but your brother?
I've had 3 surgeries already, and I've been in the hospital for a whole year.
What is that? It's so old.
Hey, don't touch that, stupid!
Oh.
Oh, I'm getting pretty tired.
Sorry to bother you. I think the 3 of us are going to go for a walk now.
Interesting dynamic. I can't tell who I hate more. Not that I'm searching for someone to hate. I'm just searching for a side to be on.
May I come out from under the bed now?
Sure, why not?
I wanted you to write something for me, without my mom, dad, and brother knowing about it.
Don't say a goodbye letter.
I wanted them to be read after I'm gone.
Gosh, hasn't she been through enough?
Yours. That fee is what we ordinarily charge clients.
But technically you're not working today.
My company has a special discount for children.
Huh?
Therefore, the money in your tin will be enough.
I don't know. I haven't heard of any discount.
This paper here is our emergency provision.
Well, freak. All right.
That's pretty cool. It means that it's good.
I don't know. To her, it means like you're about to detonate a bomb.
Oh, your hand.
Yes.
I lost both of my arms in the war.
Everyone's just so overprotective of me. I'm tired of that stuff.
Okay, I understand. Then from now on, I'll eliminate those things from my emotions.
I was right. You really are.
Kind of serious.
Can you write me a letter? For my daddy. He went off to the war a while ago. He went to a country called Leiden Schafblick. He said he was gonna come back to me soon, but he hasn't come back yet.
So I'm guessing I was sort of right. He is in like old enemy territory.
Isn't that
Captain Dietfried?
President now, right?
Yes.
I always tend to forget that the war's been over for many years already.
Nothing exact.
Mind explaining why you're here?
The reason just came walking in.
Let go of me, Violet.
I apologize for being so disrespectful.
Take this.
Oh, you just giving back the ribbon.
Did you come to give that back to me?
Oh, calm down. How you feeling, Dietfried?
Hey, my family has decided to get rid of the boat that we owned. If there's anything you wanted to keep, then...
Are you sure? You'll let me have them?
Okay.
So are you going to the boat?
Yes, but I will make sure to tell you when I go.
I said you don't have to tell us.
But he does want you to tell him.
I want you to eliminate worrying about me, feeling sorry for me, and being overprotective of me from—
Your use of elimination is interesting.
You shut up. Be quiet and eat your food, all right?
Isn't that what you said
Violet's
in the
right
first time?
now.
Oh.
You can't be worried about her all the time.
Of course I'm worried about her. He's a man who took advantage of Violet being an orphan. He used her as a tool for war.
He did. You're right.
So even if he isn't like that anymore, You still think he shouldn't approach her?
If I ever have kids someday, then I really hope it's a boy. My nerves would never be able to handle having a girl.
This is one of the books he was always crazy about. He played lots of games with our father here as well.
That looks amazing.
This is our family's flower.
Don't say Violet.
What exactly do you mean it's our flower?
Red carnation? What's it?
You wanted us to see that, so you could tell us to become like you, right?
Brother?
I don't... What?
Since I was so rebellious, Gil had no other choice but to listen to our father. It was my fault that he wasn't able to choose how to live his own life.
Is it okay if I keep this book? As well as this board game?
Yeah. Let's go.
Adorable. They're both smiling.
I'm sorry about the other day, for telling you that you should just forget about him. I can't forget about him either. After all, he's my little brother.
Yeah. And you feel responsible.
If I could see him again, I'd have a lot to say to him. And I would apologize for everything.
Do you want to write it in a letter?
What if you tell him how you felt when he was born?
Oh. I remember being so happy when he was born.
Okay.
He
Sub-siblings
was
are...
so warm and soft, like a freshly baked loaf of bread.
Okay.
Did you begin
Baked
to
bread.
feel like your brother was stealing your parents away from you?
That's what I was mentioning.
Except, you thought he was so cute whenever he'd chase you around.
Violet is just pinpoint accuracy right now.
To me, Yoris, it looks like you're saying things you don't truly mean. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what you really want is for you to be the one spoiled by your father and your mother.
You know what, Violet? Whenever this whole like doll thing goes away, you can become like a shrink.
I'll hold on to these 3 letters for you.
I was hoping that you'd be able to give them the letters on the day that I go to heaven.
Oh gosh.
Hey, can you do a pinky promise? You just link your pinkies with each other, and then you swear that you'll keep whatever promise you made.
Look at this difference of sizes.
Your finger is so cold.
Well, I mean, it's metal, so...
I'm probably going to go cold too.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to go cold too.
Well then, I've completed my duties.
Wait! There's one more letter I want to write.
Is it for Lucas? I was listening from under the bed before.
Yeah.
If there's something that you wanted to tell him, I think it's better to do it while you still can. I was unable to ask everything and say everything I wanted to.
This person, are they gone now?
Oh yeah. Destroyed.
I believe that.
I mean, technically, no, he's
still
not.
Alive somewhere.
On an island.
Yoris, what's wrong?
Nurse.
I'll go and get the nurse for you, okay?
Nurse. I would just start yelling. Who the frick are you?
These all the letters with an unidentifiable destination?
You should make me the vice president.
This guy.
I wouldn't consider it unless you went to accounting school.
All right, maybe I'll start attending school then.
What was that to?
Isn't this handwriting?
What's wrong?
Oh, do you think it's Gilbert's?
No. Why did you want to meet with me today?
You're the president. You got time.
But she said that she would let me know before she went there.
Oh,
you do realize
you're such a
not her guardian,
dad.
don't you? Which means that you have no right to control her life.
Bastard! How dare you say that?
Oh, he about to.
I was wrong.
Has he been taking anger management classes? I think.
Isn't this?
Can you look into it?
Whatever you do, don't say anything to Violet just yet. Like, until you...
President.
Like,
Sorry
confirm.
to disturb you. There's something I want to talk to you about.
He looks such like a little kid right here.
I haven't confirmed it yet.
Oh, gosh.
You think it's the Major?
Gosh. Like, we know it's right.
Did you get information about Major Gilbert? Do you know where he is?
Everything's gonna be okay. We know he's there, but they don't. So I don't know. Like, if giving her this information when you're not even like 10% certain that he's still around. Like, that's a lot.
It might be someone else, but I'm gonna go.
Okay, don't worry. We'll take care of everything here.
Is it just gonna be you and Needfried?
Hey, Violet, are you okay?
If I really do see the Major, how will it go? I mean, is there anything wrong with me?
No. What?
What am I supposed to say in that moment? Should I just tell him how I'm doing now? Or
Say I love you too.
tell him my feelings?
Oh gosh, she's freaking out.
Do you think he'll be disgusted?
No.
Look, Violet, dear. Why don't you write all these things down in a letter on the way?
We're back, Daisy.
Where'd she go? If only I could read.
I'll be gone a while. I'm going to Leiden for a bit.
Okay. Is it still a postal company?
The country eventually nationalized the postal company she worked for. But instead of tearing down the building, they turned it into a museum.
Thank you. Imagine being so good at your job that they just made the place that you worked at a museum.
I wonder where she ended up going.
I don't know, maybe the island.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Many, many years ago, I actually used to work here as a receptionist.
Oh, you were one of the
Did
receptionists.
you really? What is this stamp here?
This is one of the more rare ones. It's a stamp that was only ever issued on the island of Ecarte.
O sea of blessing. Sea that connects to the entire world. In the present, in the past, and in the future.
You guys are just polluting the ocean? I think that stuff withers down. Pretty sure.
It's supposed to be a ritual for giving thanks to the sea, you know. But what it's turned into over the years is a day to mourn those who didn't return.
They killed them, right? All our fathers were killed by those Leiden soldiers, weren't they?
Well, about that.
I wish everyone in Leiden would die. They deserve it for what they did.
Hey, that kind of thinking probably started the war in the first place.
They say it was written by a famous doll who works there. Her name is Violet Evergarden, I believe.
I just got chills because of that. I hope you recognize that. Like, I know usually you would, but I don't know what that explosion did to your head. You could have, like, amnesia.
Major, it's been such a long time. But once again, I can finally see you.
You can't see him this early in the movie, right? I mean, it's only been an hour. Oh gosh, this wind and letters, man. This got to be checked out. Cute?
Hey, listen, Violet. Do you think that you can wait here for a bit?
I'm going in too.
Such a child thing to say.
I heard that he hasn't been using his real name here. It's a small island.
I wonder why.
I bet he doesn't want any rumors going around.
Like, is Bougainville like a very famous thing?
We'll wait here,
Like, I know they were like rich, and they probably were well known in Leiden.
It's your first time here. Why don't you have a look around?
for sure just saw around the area. There's not much. Like, look at wide open spaces. Oh, so this is the school.
Why, hello there.
Are you someone's father?
No.
So who are you then? You're creepy.
No, actually, I'm
Thanks.
from the postal company.
Oh, I've got something to give you. He got scared.
Oh, children. What
Don't think
joy.
my nerves would be able to handle a boy either.
No, I'm...
From the post office?
Yes.
Oh, I knew it.
Got something to give
Got
you.
something for you. Here.
An insect.
Hold on. Aren't you scared of it?
Of course not. She's killed people. Okay.
It's just like our teacher, Jill Bear.
Jill Bear. I get it. Gilbert is Jill Bear. Okay. Interesting way of doing it.
Is he doing well?
Yeah, he's missing his right hand, but he can play on the bars using his left hand only. And he can run really fast.
Do you think you could tell me a little more about him, please? About your teacher?
I know, like, we've been talking about Violet seeing Gilbert and how, like, much of a crazy thing that is. But I don't think we've ever really talked about Hodgins finally seeing Gilbert over again. Like, they were basically best friends. At least that's what I got out of it. This must be very nervous for him, too.
Who is it?
Oh, gosh. That was nice. Gosh, make it any darker.
If there's something that you don't understand, then just...
I never thought this was possible. Sorry for visiting you all of a sudden.
How'd you know I was here?
You wrote a letter for a kid, right? I happened to see your letter by chance. Why are you here?
Probably feels bad. Trying to make up for it.
Violet survived as well. Did you know that?
Yeah, he did, actually.
If you knew she was alive, then why didn't you ever come and see her?
Yeah.
Violet has been waiting for you the entire time.
When I was in her life, I made her unhappy.
You've never been more wrong, sir.
She's better off without me.
You've never been more wrong, sir. Oh my gosh. Someone get this guy an education because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I can't see her.
But Gilbert.
Oh, pish posh.
Ever again.
You can see her. You still got one eye. Gilbert's dead.
Bougainvillea is dead. Everyone accepted it. That's why.
Except for her.
You need to let me live a different life.
Hodgins, if you leave, you better still tell Violet that he's there. Goodness gracious.
I want to know.
What love is?
I want to know if you hate me.
No.
Are you saying that I failed you in some way, Major? If there's something
You're
I'm
getting
doing
out in the
wrong,
open right now.
I said you're not a tool. But I still... I used you.
Yeah. Yeah, he feels responsible. It's hard because, like, I understand where he's coming from. He definitely didn't... He said no, but he definitely didn't have his actions say no.
It's him! President, it's really him! I talked to the children. They said he's their teacher. Did you see him while you were in there? Is the Major really alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he okay? I mean, except for his arm and his eye, was he hurt anywhere else?
In his heart.
He said that he can't see you.
I'll wait until he's finished.
Oh gosh.
Then I'll wait until nighttime.
Violet, you can't go.
I don't understand.
Ah.
What does that mean? It's not that he can't see me.
He doesn't.
He's saying he doesn't want to see me.
Ooh, that's hard. You need more leverage.
Once you're done with that, We'll be able to carry the grapes to the top easily.
You've been a big help, you know.
You've been a big help, you know. He definitely knows who you are. Or at least I have a feeling he knows
Going to have
who you are.
rain.
How the heck did he move so quickly?
I know where he is.
You got a tracker on him? Oh, where's your blue carousel? I would say there's some hard knocking, but it's...
Major?
I don't know if he doesn't really want to be called Major. I feel like that goes against what he wants.
I'm sorry! If you were alive all this time, then why didn't you contact me? Why didn't you ever come and see me? I understand. I finally understand what I love you means.
Go away.
Gosh, I felt it through my nose up to my eyes. Oh. Gilbert, you need to shut up.
I'll wait then.
If I'm with you, then I'll just be constantly reminded of how I took you out to the battlefield when you were still a child.
But you gave her this whole new life. I mean, Hodgins helped. Like, Hodgins mostly did it, but you definitely put her on the path.
Are you angry that I exist?
Oh, gosh.
Do you regret that I'm alive?
Oh, gosh. Don't say those words. Look at how good the water looks. That's fantastic. So sad for her, but look at this animation. Look at those visuals. You know, I do feel like standing in the rain like this is almost sometimes therapeutic in a way. Does that make sense? Just like standing, having the rain hit you. I mean, maybe not this intense, but...
Thank you very much, ma'am. We weren't able to find anywhere else to stay. Hey, Violet. She just said this lighthouse functions as a post office as well.
Yeah. Her whole world got
It looks like the season has come again when
exploded.
this flower blooms.
I almost feel like he does some of this stuff, like naming her Violet, doing all these nice things, to like also make him feel a little bit better because of how bad he feels making her the weapon. Like, I bet through all this stuff, he feels so guilty about making her a weapon. In order to get away from that guilt, he teaches her how to read, you know, giving her a name, all this stuff. Like, he obviously he cares for her, but I also feel like there's some bit of it that helps him out as well. Helps him get through this guilt he has. I could be wrong. Oh, Morse code?
Are the two of you from the postal company in Leiden?
Huh? Yes.
Your postal company got a call from the hospital.
Oh.
There's a boy named Eurus who is in critical condition.
She's gonna try to go back in this weather.
I'm going back.
Yeah.
I'm going back to Leiden.
Violet!
I want to see him! But I made a pinky promise!
What a way to put it.
There's still one letter that I haven't written yet.
Oh yeah, still have to write a letter to the friend.
They said that Benedict and Iris left for the hospital just now. They're going to deliver the letters you were keeping.
Okay, but what about the letter you still have to write? Is Iris gonna write it?
Excuse me. Eurus, dear. The doll you asked for just arrived.
Technically not. Oh my.
Violet
Respectfully.
My name is Iris. I came instead. She finally got to see him. The person who's important to her.
Then that means he's still alive. I'm glad to hear that.
Eurus.
Eurus!
Yes! Please connect me now! Please, hurry!
Eurus? It's Lucas.
That is Lucas.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You just have to say
apologizing to me. I was really sad when I heard you didn't want to see me. I wasn't able to stop myself from going. And I went to the hospital a bunch of times. I saw your face from the window whenever I went.
Every little thing gonna be alright. That phone just took your job.
Portable device comes in handy sometimes.
You gonna become like a phone operator now? We're fine. We're okay. What happened to that girl in the future?
They said she couldn't write the letter. He was able to talk to Lucas on the telephone one last time. They also said they were able to deliver them, the letters that you previously wrote to his parents and his younger brother.
To Mom, I want to say the pancakes you make are so delicious. To Dad, I always had so much fun going fishing and camping with you. Mom and Dad, I'm so glad I was born as your son.
What was it? I survived like an hour and a half. Call that a win.
Sion, I want to say sorry for the times I got mad or was mean to you. My dear little brother. From your older brother.
Why did I watch this?
Big brother, thank you so much. I'm so happy. Mommy and Daddy, you're happy too, right?
Iris said she told Eurus you were able to meet the person who was important to you. He was very happy for you. Okay, how about you and I try to pay him a visit again in the morning? And if he doesn't come out, I'm going to smash down his front door and give him a good punch right in the...
No.
I'll do the punching.
I'm going to punch the Major. Then I will. I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
I need to go back and keep writing letters. I have a lot of work left to do. I thought I was never going to see him again. And even though I didn't, I heard him. It may sound strange, but that's enough for me.
Huh? It's the old man and the girl from the postal company.
You said old man?
Hey, look.
He's probably like in his 30s.
Our teacher made it for us.
Are you gonna give him the letters?
Do you think you could give this to your teacher?
Yeah, okay. I'll make sure I give it to him.
I don't know. I wouldn't trust a kid to deliver letters. I'm just saying. Did you have to put it at the edge of the cliff?
I hope you don't think it's your burden to bear alone. A lot of people died fighting for what they believed in that war. I think it's safe to say that we're all to blame. If you have a place to go home to, you should go back if you want.
No. I'm going to stay here. Forever.
Forever's a long time.
Were you finally able to choose your own path?
Oh.
I will admit it does seem like a nice place.
You're definitely holding it together better than I thought you would.
Hi, brother.
So you've just been here living a carefree life. And you still couldn't manage to come to our mother's funeral.
Talk some sense to him. Who has the high ground now?
All this time, Violet's been visiting our mother's grave in your place. She still continues to visit every month, even now.
Feel bad.
You know, if I was ever able to see you again, I was planning on apologizing to you, but now...
I'm not.
All I want to do is stuff you into a suitcase and drag you off to see Violet so you can fix this mess that you've made.
I should have never taken her in.
Now, honestly, I think that was,
did, so what is it you really
that was the
wanted?
best thing you could have done for her. Not the best thing,
What I wanted
but
more than anything was for her to be able to have fun when she was young.
she still is young. Please don't fly away. I see that there's wind.
That letter is for you. Read it.
I don't think I will. Throws it off the cliff.
Dearest Major Gilbert, please forgive me for visiting you so suddenly. The reason I'm alive today, and the reason I learned how to love others. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for reading to me and for showing me how to read. You taught me so much.
Hey, you're not that bad, Gilbert.
I want to thank you for that as well. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, we still got 22 minutes. Don't bring up this song right now.
I'll be the one to carry on the Bougainvillea name. You don't have to worry. You can finally be free.
Oh gosh, are you gonna make it on time? Yeah, you're not gonna make it on time. Unless you start jumping. Nah, never mind. That's too much of a gap.
Violet, wait!
I'm sorry, there's no way you heard that.
Come back!
Just jumps overboard. That you're running downhill, sir. Do you know how dangerous that is? No, don't do it. She's definitely doing it. See the brooch? Still got it.
I hurt you so badly before.
I didn't.
And I'm not the kind of man you think that I am.
Yeah, you're better.
I know that I don't deserve you. Still,
I love you.
even now,
Oh.
I love you, Violet.
Oh, look at the water.
I'm sorry.
Look at all that emotion.
I love you. Violet, I've always wanted to do this.
Look at this scene. I bet you they spent like 5 months just on this, just creating this scene. Yep. Let it come full circle. Yeah, Violet's not here. I feel bad for you. It's not how it ends, right? We still gotta talk about the girl in the future. Ah, there we are. Oh, so did Violet just like never leave
After
that island?
wrapping up all of the remaining letters she had to write,
Okay.
she took over the postal service at the lighthouse on the island.
We hold the record for being the place with the most letters sent per year per person.
Yeah, I wonder why.
A long time ago, some women used to have a job where they would write letters for people. They were called dolls.
It was Violet Evergarden. I've been learning all about her. She actually wrote a lot of letters for my grandmother.
I feel like you're trying to tell me something with that thumbs up.
If there's something I can't tell them in words, maybe I could tell them in a letter.
Common
I
theme?
want to finally tell them my true feelings.
I'm running away.
Dad? Mom? Thank you.
Okay. I thought we were gonna see her when she's older. That's fine though. Oh yeah. This was like in the very beginning. Huh. Adorable. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I've gone through 3 batteries and 3 SD cards. Oh, this movie was great. It was fantastic. So this introduction, I liked it because it was a very nice thing to kind of introduce us to what this is going to be about, which is basically they tell us that Violet quit the job 4 years after, which then led us to the past. So then we're like, oh, what events happened to where she finally quits her thing? because you have to understand that the past 13 episodes plus the last movie was about her being a doll, not only being good at being a doll, but like how much fulfillment, I guess, she got from being a doll and how much it seemed like she enjoyed. She really enjoyed being a doll. So for her to quit being a doll, something significant must have happened for her to do that. Heck yeah, Erica. Heck yeah. So I don't know if she feels fulfilled doing this, or if this is like, to her, this is like a stepping stone to further get to where she wants to be. Because we know in the show, she wants to be a writer. She wants to be an author, kind of like the girl she looked up to, right? The author. So maybe screenwriting and being the assistant is like what she wants to do now, or it's just one of the things that will lead her to become a better writer. She definitely seems a lot more confident being the assistant than she was being a doll. I do think the old person, the old lady who was in charge of like the memorial thing, I think that's her. Because I believe she has the same eyes. At least I believe so. And yes, the invention of the telephone. It's crazy because I think the telephone was like the biggest, most significant thing that could happen to people who make a living off of writing letters. That and the internet. But I definitely think the telephone did a damper on things. So because of it, I don't know what Catalea would do. No, I don't know what Iris would do. Like Catalea, I feel as though she just likes helping people. So she could probably find out a job doing something else like that. Iris, though, has made it clear that she wants to become the best doll there is. Like her life has like focused on the whole doll career thing. So I wonder what she's doing now. You know, I'm happy they went more in depth with Defried because, like I said, when it came to the show, it seemed like he changed his character very quickly, which, I mean, it isn't something I hate. It was just something that I noticed, and we finally get more of him, of how he feels. You start to realize or start to notice that he is trying to be better at like criticizing people, especially Violet, and treating her as more of a person than a weapon. So I like that the movie focused more on his character. And this arc of the movie, goodness gracious, I feel like this storyline, like I could see the writers or the creators being like, hey, just in case no one is crying about the whole Gilbert and Violet reunion, let's just throw in a storyline that is a surefire way to make someone cry. Like this is their plan B attempt to make sure at least everyone cries once in this movie. That, and it showed the significance of a pinky promise. And a thumbs up. And a thumbs up. A lot of hand gestures. Goodness gracious. Honestly, I did not expect it to hit me as much as it did, but it did. And usually the things that hit us the hardest are the ones that we don't expect. And then this whole interaction between Gilbert and Hodgins. I know I said it during the reactions, but I definitely think Gilbert is the type of person that does things to, I want to say, avoid his guilt, but he's a very guilty conscious person, and the only way he can think about fixing it is to do something to help those people he wronged or he thinks he wronged. So that's why I said in the past, when he taught Violet how to read, how to write, how to talk, giving her a name, all these things, while yes, it was because he cared for her, but it was also because he felt guilty that he was using her as a weapon. So he did these things to kind of combat his guilt. And it's the same thing of what he's doing right now, in which he found this island that all the men died through the war and died by the hands of the people of Leiden. So he feels guilty and therefore responsible for making these people live their best lives. And obviously he's not over the guilt of making Violet the weapon, because that's why he didn't want to see her. He feels as though he is the worst person in the world, and that Violet should not waste her time in seeing it. Which, I mean, he's completely wrong. He can think what he wants, but he's wrong. And it wasn't until his brother came over there and talked a little bit of sense into him, and then added with that letter that he wrote, or that Violet wrote, he finally kind of understood that he wasn't as bad of a person as he thinks. That even though he used her as a weapon, he did things that helped her become the person she is now. In which they finally have this moment. Now, like I said in the reaction, this is probably the first time, maybe not the first time. Well, no, it's definitely not the first time, because when he was dying, she was showing some emotion, but it probably brought back a lot of memories towards that last moment they had together. This was an emotional scene. She finally got to respond to what he was saying, which was, I love you. And I find it cool to see that even when Violet is no longer writing letters, she still inspires people to write letters to people that they care about, expressing feelings that could not be said through words. And even though we didn't see what Violet looked like in the far, far future, we know what she did and how much she influenced the places around her. So yeah, with these two movies in mind, I put Violet Evergarden 9 out of 10. I think this was a great story, great soundtrack, great characters. Definitely up there for one of the most emotional animes I've watched. Not the most emotional, please, but definitely up there. But yeah, this great anime. But anyways, that was my reaction to Violet Evergarden, the movie. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want me to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.